In this section I'm going to show you how to work out the formula for different ionic compounds. You should now already be able to work out the charges for any element from groups 1 all the way through to 8. Here is a quick reminder for you. You can watch that in one of the previous videos. In an exam they could quite easily pick two of these elements and ask you to work out the formula. So for example, if we go with lithium and chlorine, you need to be able to work out whether lithium chlorine is LiCl2, LiCl, LiCl3, and so on. The easiest way to do that is to think that the charges have got to be balanced. So you've got to have the same number of positives as you do negatives on either side. So if we've got one positive and one negative, this is already balanced. So I have LiCl. My formula for lithium chloride is LiCl. It gets a bit trickier if you have something such as Ca2 plus and F minus. So if we have a look here, we've got plus 2 and minus 1. So those charges are not balanced. We need to have two negatives on the right hand side. So to do that, you add another negative ion. So here I've got one calcium with the charge of 2 plus, and I've got two fluorines, each with the charge of 1 minus, giving me an overall charge of minus 2, meaning that they are now balanced. Therefore my formula is Ca, got one of those, F2, because I've got two fluorines. If we look in the example of aluminium and oxygen, this is probably as tricky as you're going to get for the exam. Aluminium's got a charge of 3 plus, and oxygen's got a charge of 2 minus. You can't just add another oxygen in, because then you'd have a charge of 4 minus and 3 plus. So it doesn't quite work. So what you need to do, there are two ways that you can do this. One is by trial and error, and the other one, which is the simple thing of just take this number and move it down to here. And take this one and move it down to here, which gives you your formula of Al2O3. Ignore the charges at this point, and I'll show you what I mean by that. You've got aluminium, which has got a charge of plus 3, and oxygen, which has got a charge of minus 2. If I were to add in another oxygen, I'd have a charge of minus 4 there, as I said a minute ago, but we've still got plus 3 over here. So if I add in another aluminium, so Al2, I've now got a charge of 6, but only minus 4 over here. So I need another oxygen. So 2 aluminiums, 3 oxygens, Al2O3. Pause the video and have a go at these 3 different compounds. So 1 beryllium chloride, 2 aluminium fluoride, and 3 calcium phosphide. Answer in 3, 2, 1, 0. How did you do? If you got any wrong, or if you're still not sure, come and see me and I'll go through it with you. The only other thing you need to know for this is when you've got compound ions. A compound ion is exactly what it sounds like, an ion that's part of a compound. So for example, NH4 plus, OH minus, SO4 2 minus, NO3 minus, and CO3 2 minus. To work out the formula, you do exactly the same, but you have to be careful with the little numbers at the bottom here. So for example, if I wanted to react aluminium with a charge of 3 plus and a carbonate ion with the charge of CO3 2 minus together, I'd do exactly the same as I normally would. I'd take my plus 3 for aluminium, and I'd take my 2 minus for CO3, and I'd work out how many I'd need. Again, making sure that I've got an even number on this side, so I can put another plus 3 in there, and then having a look. So I need 3 minus 2s. The issue here is I can't write I can't write that. I also can't write that. It's incorrect. What I'm actually doing is I'm saying that I've got 3 lots of these carbonate ions. So 1, 2, 3. So what I need to do is put it into brackets. So Al 2CO3 in brackets 3, showing that I've got 3 of these carbonate ions reacting with 2 aluminiums. If it's already balanced, you don't need to do anything and you don't need to put a bracket in. So this would just be NH4Cl. Here, however, because it's not even, I need to double this. So I need NH4 in brackets times 2 with 1 oxygen, and that is my formula. Have a go at these and see how you do. Answer in 3, 2, 1, 0. Again, if you're not sure, come and